Happy Sunday! I'm the Supplier, and this is Sunday Book Stack for the week of March 8th, 2015. So let's begin with some awesome news that I heard on Tumblr this week, because I do the Tumblr thing. Rumor has it that there is going to be a companion novel for Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe, written from Dante's perspective. Yay! That's how I feel about that. So it is the time of year when the Scholastic Book Fair comes to the library in the school where I work, and naturally I get books. And then I borrowed some books from a friend of mine because she has something I wanted to read and she's helping me with this week's feature shelf. And then I went to the library yesterday. So this is the stack that I got from Book Fair. It includes Backlash by Sarah Dara Littman, also Sisters, which is the, I guess, sequel to Smile. I read this one yesterday in my binge reading because Tracy's out of town, and I love the art. I love the art, it's fantastic. Fallout, which is the sequel to The Compound by S.A. Bodine. Every spring I teach The Gardener, also by S.A. Bodine, and do this whole unit about science and ecology, and it's really, really fun. We do an experiment. And a number of students go on to read other things that Bodine writes, and so some of them read The Compound, and so now I have the sequel to The Compound, Fallout. Yay. Yep, I got it. And I was so excited that it was at the book fair, and I just finished it like before I started recording this video, and then I read the first 3 chapters of Winter, and I'm like, I have to wait until fall to get the conclusion of this amazing series. And I love how the Fairest is really making Queen Lavanna more, you feel bad for her, basically, because she's been through some mess, but yay for this one. I didn't know that Sharon Draper had a new novel out called Stella by Starlight, which made me want to get out my saxophone and play Stella by Starlight, which I actually did yesterday. I think it's historical fiction. I picked it up just because it's Sharon Draper, and it's Sharon Draper. And finally, Fish in a Tree by Linda Mullally Hunt. I had a kid a couple of years ago who read One for the Murphys and loved One for the Murphys, and I posted something about it on my Facebook page, which I didn't even know she was following. And she said, hey, send me your address and I'll send the kid some stuff. And I was like, so she sent the kid some stuff and a letter, and it meant the world to that kid. So I will forever support Linda Mullally Hunt. So those are the books that I got from the Scholastic Book Fair. And then I borrowed 2 books from one of the other English teachers, my 7th grade department co-chair. Unlikely Warrior, about a Jewish man who joined Hitler's army. This one is for this week's feature shelf. Blood of My Blood, the 3rd book in the Jasper Dent series. Or I Hunt Killers trilogy, whatever you want to call it. Goodreads calls it something different. I read this one yesterday after having binge-watched Criminal Minds on Friday night. The things that I do when Tracy's out of town. I'm a huge crime thriller fan, even though I don't read them very often. I prefer to watch them on television. But this one kept me glued to my chair, and then I did a sticky note review, which you can find over on my website, and tweeted it out and all of those things. And Barry Liga somehow got a hold of it on Tumblr, and it was like, I love the knife placement, and I felt really good. You know, it's one of those rock star moments, like, I saw the thing that I did, and thought it was cool, and, like, is showing other people. Yep. All good things. Great end of the series. And then I went to the library, because, you know, I have my own library card now. So I picked up Get Happy by Mary Amato. So I very much enjoyed her first YA book, Guitar Notes. And this one, it's got a kid with the ukulele, and how can you go wrong with the ukulele? I love my ukulele. I play my ukulele all the time. I also picked up The Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. It's the first book in a series. I think it's gonna have, like, it was fantasy, but it's gonna have, like, discussion of class issues, which I find interesting. And then the other 2 I picked up for this week's feature shelf. and one is the Port Chicago 50, which I had checked out under Tracy's card a couple weeks ago, and it made me very, very angry, and she got my running commentary on it, but yeah, it just made me very, very angry, but it's fantastic. The idea behind that particular feature shelf is to talk about not necessarily alternative perspectives, but other narratives about a time period in history that we typically don't hear. And along that same theme, we've got Farewell to Manzanar, about Japanese American internment. So those are my two nonfiction picks for this week. This one I haven't read yet, and I'm going to read between now and the end of the week so that I can actually say something about it on Feature Shelf and know what I'm talking about. So thus endeth my book haul. I'm really excited about all of the things, and I've done a ridiculous amount of reading this weekend, and it makes me happy. What's going on in your reading lives? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you there soon. Check out Feature Shelf on Thursday, which will be the Anything About War edition, because that's what the boys asked for. Until later, I am the Simple Air wishing you happy reading. Don't forget to be awesome.